When you dream of someone who has left this world, your heart often awakens before your eyes open, and there is a strange stillness in the room, almost like a gentle whisper drifting from another realm. Within that quiet whisper lies a profound truth of the soul, that life is far greater than what your physical senses can perceive. In my teachings, I always remind seekers of one essential principle: consciousness never ends. When the body falls away, the soul continues its journey, radiant, aware, and moving through higher dimensions of existence. So when a loved one who has passed appears in your dreams, do not see it as a random image or a simple reflection of memory. Understand it as something sacred, something purposeful. Dreams are a bridge, a fragile, luminous gateway between the physical world and the astral realm, where souls live after they release the physical form. When you fall asleep, your consciousness gently withdraws from the senses and shifts into subtler, finer layers of reality. In that state, the soul you saw is not lost, not gone, and certainly not asleep in some distant darkness. That soul is alive, fully awake, fully aware, moving through a new chapter of its divine journey. Many times, when loved ones appear in our dreams, it is because their thoughts are gently touching ours. Souls on the astral plane are far more sensitive than we can ever be here on Earth. They feel your emotions like ripples passing across a still lake. When you grieve, when you miss them deeply, or when your heart feels uncertain or alone, they sense that vibration. And sometimes they draw near just to soothe your spirit. Their presence in your dream can be a soft reminder: I am peaceful, I am free. Do not carry sorrow for me. Walk forward with courage. But dreams also hold messages. Not messages to analyze with logic, but messages that speak directly to your intuition, to the quiet knowing within your soul. The soul you saw is not lost, not gone, and certainly not asleep in some distant darkness. That soul is alive, fully awake, fully aware, moving through a new chapter of its divine journey. Many times, when loved ones appear in our dreams, it is because their thoughts are gently touching ours. Souls on the astral plane are far more sensitive than we can ever be here on Earth. They feel your emotions like ripples passing across a still lake. When you grieve, when you miss them deeply, or when your heart feels uncertain or alone, they sense that vibration. And sometimes they draw near just to soothe your spirit. Their presence in your dream can be a soft reminder: I am peaceful, I am free. Do not carry sorrow for me. Walk forward with courage. But dreams also hold messages, not messages to analyze with logic, but messages that speak directly to your intuition, to the quiet knowing within your soul. If the departed one in your dream appears joyful, calm, radiant, or serene, it often means their consciousness is rising, expanding into harmony on the astral plane. If they seem sad or unsettled, it may be a sign that sometimes a soul may appear in your dreams because it is still adjusting, still releasing the weight of earthly attachments, still learning to step fully into the light of its new existence. Let me share a small story from my own life, a moment that revealed this sacred truth to me. When my mother left her physical body, my heart felt empty for many weeks. I was just a young boy, and grief can feel unbearably heavy for a tender spirit. One night, I saw her in a dream, not as a fading memory, but as a living, luminous presence. Her smile carried a glow brighter than any earthly light. She gently placed her hand on my forehead and a warm, comforting energy flowed through my entire being. When I awoke, I knew instantly that it was not a dream created by the mind. She had truly visited me from the astral world, not to cry, not to grieve, but to reassure me that the soul is eternal. That single experience became a guiding force through years of spiritual practice and inner discipline. It taught me that the universe is never truly divided. We only feel separation because our awareness is limited. This is what I want you to understand. Dreams of those who have departed are not illusions, not confusion, and not imagination. They are sacred encounters. They are spiritual messages. They are gentle reminders that love is eternal, and the soul never fades, and the soul remains eternal. When someone you have lost appears in a dream, it can hold many sacred meanings. First, they may be sending you comfort. The soul senses your sadness and reaches out to remind you that they are in peace, surrounded by light. Second, your vibration and theirs may align for a moment. During sleep, you rise above the weight of the physical body and become more open, more receptive to higher realms and subtle energies. Third, they may be reassuring you that they are safe, protected, and guided. Not all souls enter darkness after death. Many step into healing, learning, clarity, and joy. Fourth, you may share a karmic or spiritual bond with them that continues far beyond the physical world. Such connections do not disappear with time, nor do they fade with distance. They remain alive and active. Fifth, your subconscious mind may be releasing unresolved emotions, grief, fear, guilt, or unspoken attachment. Dreams help cleanse the heart and open space for healing. In many situations, the presence of a departed soul in your dream is their gentle way of saying, "Do not fear death. It is not the end." When the physical form falls away, a human being awakens in the astral dimension, a realm of light, clarity, and expanded awareness. The astral world is far more beautiful, more vibrant, and more harmonious than anything the human mind can imagine. There, the soul feels lighter, freer, released from all pain, illness, and limitation. So when a loved one appears in your dream, it may be because they want you to feel a touch of that freedom, even if only for a moment. But there is another sacred truth. Sometimes you do not dream of them because they came to you, but because you rose to them. In deep, restful sleep, your consciousness naturally moves into the astral realm. For a brief moment, the barrier between the two worlds dissolves, and in that timeless space, you may see your loved one as clearly as you would see anyone in your waking life. This is not imagination. This is soul perception, the awareness that comes when the mind grows silent and the spirit awakens. And when they appear in your dream, they come with a message, not from memory, but from their living, awakened soul. Do not fear such dreams. Welcome them gently. They are not signs of shadow or confusion. They are signs of connection, proof that love moves beyond the limits of this world. Every time such a dream touches your heart, let it expand your understanding of the eternal truth. You are a soul, and your loved ones are souls. Souls do not die. Souls only continue, transform, and rise. They simply shift their form and continue their endless journey toward higher realms of light, deeper wisdom, and ever-expanding spiritual awakening.